In this video you'll learn about how to upload documents and add resources to your Moodle page. In this version of Moodle you can use the drag and drop facility once you're using either Google Chrome, Firefox or Internet Explorer version 10 or later. Earlier versions of Internet Explorer won't allow you to use this facility, so just check that you have the most up-to-date version. Once you turn editing on, you'll have the option to go to your files and select the file that you want to add. Here, for example, I have a PowerPoint presentation and I'm just going to drag and drop it onto the page. You can see that you have a space holder for the file and you just let go and it will automatically edit it to your page. Again, if I have a PDF, I can open up my Files section. This could be your USB key or your computer in your office or at home, and drag and drop directly onto the page. Once you have the resources on your page, then you can organize them as you see fit. For example, by looking at the icons that are next to the resource, you can edit the title. Just click enter when you're finished. You can indent it. You can move it about on the page. For example, if you wanted to order the resources, perhaps put it in a different topic. And you can then update it if you need to put in a description. Here, for example, once I click into the updating file, I need to put in an introduction. You can display this description on the course page if you wanted to put instructions in for your students to tell them what to do with that particular resource. This would be displayed then once you tick this box. As you can see, the file is selected here. In the display options, if automatic is left, then Moodle will select the best option it sees for that particular document or resource. Generally speaking, PDFs are shown excuse me, in the browser window, but you do have other options. The embed option is good for YouTube videos, or if you want the students to download the resource, then you can force download. You can decide which one is best for you as you go along. If we click Save and Return to Course, then we'll see that the resource has been updated. And you can see then that the icons are still visible. You can also duplicate the resource. If you wanted to maybe give the same resource to two different groups and give them different instructions, you could do that. X will delete it from the page. The I will hide it so that you will see the resource but the students won't. And then you can assign a particular resource or assign roles to that resource as well. So that's how you add a resource to your Moodle page. There is another way that you can add resources. You can click on the activity picker or activity chooser anywhere you want to, and you'll get this button, this window that opens up. If you prefer to use the old way of adding an activity or resource with the two drop-down menus, then go to Course Administration under Settings and turn off the activity chooser. You'll see then the traditional two menus where you add a resource or add an activity. Sometimes it's nice to have the newer version because it gives you a little bit more information about each of the activities and the resources. So you can click on Add an Activity or Resource, and you can see then that you've got activities initially and resources that follow. If you click on File, you get some information about this, and you click Add, and you're brought into the file picker. So again, the name, and the description need to be entered. Once there's an asterisk, a red asterisk there, you need to enter something for that. And in the content, again, you can drag and drop, or you can go to the file picker. Here you click Add, and you'll see that in the new version of Moodle there are a number of places where you can get resources for your page. If you click choose file, this will open up your own computer and you can select the file from there. Or you can go to recent files and see what has been used recently. Or you can go to server files. And again, you can see the files that are situated on the server for this particular module. There is also the URL downloader if you wanted to use that. You copy and paste your URL in there. But there is an option to add a URL directly from the drop-down menu, so we'll look at that later. And finally, the private files. This is your own personal storage area within Moodle, accessible from any of the modules. So if you have resources that you might use for a number of different modules, you could keep them in the private files section, and they're available then to you no matter which course you're in. Again, you choose the display option for this particular resource and save and return to course. And that's how you add resources, add files to your Moodle page.